We have Katana, Cloister, Aegislash, Decidueye, Hitmonchan, and a Galarian Slowbro, which has that quick draw ability that's very irritating. So, no idea what my opponent's likely lead is from this, but we're going to go with our standard and see what we can do. I just noticed that all of my Pokemon that have genders are female. That's fantastic. That was actually not intentional in the slightest, but I will take that. That female Incineroar took so long because I needed to breed an egg move onto it. And then it popped out with, I popped out a 6IV one, so I said, alright, it's taken me so long to find a female Litten, I'm going to use that as my Pokemon. Alright, Morgan, what you got for me? Going with the beady fairy type look. So we have a Decidueye Slowbro. That's a bit unfortunate for him. Into two dark types. So, question is, do we want to Dynamax here? And go for the single target. I want to just get a nasty plot up and then start. I think I can take whatever hit from the Decidueye. I think I'm just going to fake out the Slowbro and see if we can get. Can you go faster with Quick Fire? Yeah, that's what I thought. The Decidueye doesn't want to stick around against this. Get the fake out off. I'll apply that Quick Claw proc. And we've got a nice nasty plot up. So now I think I am going to max, because I don't want to get fake outed by the Hitmonchan. So we're just going to get rid of that Galarian Slowbro off the team. And I think we might just make sure we don't get too much damage from this Hitmonchan. Actually, probably should have maxed aired there first. Oh no, we do outspeed, that's okay then. So, goodbye, Slowbro. And a nice punch to proc our weakness policy, thank you very much. So we are now substantially higher than our usual special attack. And parting shot off on the Hitmonchan. Good to be out here alongside my Moltres. I think we probably want the Orbeetle for the hit. No, we don't need to help the Hitmonchan. I think we probably want. You know what? I think we are going to drop the. No, let's give the Damanitan a chance. Let's give the Damanitan a chance. Damanitan hasn't been doing a whole lot this comp, so let's give the Damanitan a chance to shine. I'm going to max airstream whoever comes in next to give us a speed boost, which the Damanitan desperately needs. It's jolly max speed and it's still getting outsped by a lot of things. Okay, so we have Major Slash. Well, I am going to max airstream just to make sure we can get some speed up. And I think we want to make sure that they can't be king shielding whenever they want. So Opponent is King Shielding. Unfortunately for them, that only blocks physical damage. I don't think that stops my taunt. Yep, so we do get the taunt off. My opponent can no longer King Shield, so there'll be no dropping of my attack stats there. And goodbye Hitmonchan. Actually can't remember what my opponent has in base. It does the Decidueye, who obviously doesn't want to come in. Well, apparently it does. He still has the Cloister as well, that's right. So we're going to get rid of this Aegislash if we can. And I'm just going to Fire Punch. I trust the Moltres to get rid of that Aegislash. It's 3 times its usual special attack stat, which is pretty decent to begin with. So, yeah, my opponent doesn't want to play that game. Unfortunately, I don't think the Cloister is going to fare. Oh no, here's the Kartana. I didn't even notice that he started Kartana left. Alright, well, hit a chip. Pity I didn't Fire Punch the Kartana slot. Not that it matters. Yeah, I'm curious if my opponent has a Focus Sash on anything. Haven't seen it yet. Maybe it's on the Cloister. My opponent does still have their Dynamax as well. So I think we're going to go with the assumption that the the Focus Sash is on the Cloister, but we're just going to use a couple of spread moves and hope that the Aegislash doesn't have Wide Guard, or doesn't think to use Wide Guard this turn. That would be unfortunate. If the Aegislash Wide Guards and the Cloister gets Shell Smash off, this could actually be a battle. But Aegislash just King Shield itself. I didn't think it'd have King Shield and Wide Guard. That should break any sash that the Cloister has, and then Cloister's special defense stat is utter garbage. So I am very confident my Moltres will have no trouble taking this out. And just the Aegislash to go now. So Fiery Wrath and Fire Punch. I don't even mind if he tries to King Shield again. And we get the Dynamite and get the last knockout. Alright, again to my opponent. Look forward to battling you again. Alright, we have Kelly Bean as our next challenger. Time for our rematch. This time I promise I won't run you over with Incineroar Moltres. Well, not in the beginning anyway. So I expect we're not going to see a Decidueye lead from my opponent. I think they've realised that's a really, really bad Pokemon into my previous lead. Would not be surprised. Still see. Oh, hello. We've got a few changes to the team. We have a Keldeo now. Very interesting. No Galarian Slowbro, Keldeo instead. I'm tempted to act, and an Inteleon, which I'm pretty sure wasn't there before. I'm not sure who that replaced. I'm half tempted to call this a different team and lead strong. But you know what, we're not going to do it. We said we wouldn't, so we're not going to. We are still going to leave the Incineroar, but we're going to pair it with the Rotom this time. So, Hitmonchan, Aegislash. I think we want no King Shields again. And after my opponent not being able to King Shield, so we're going to give him a nice little choice scarf. I'm hoping they do King Shield on the first turn, that'd be nice. I know, okay, fake out and fake out. And Hitmonchan does have the faster fake out here. Oh, that's even better. We've got them locked into Toxic now. My Rotom and Scizor, obviously Scizor can't be Toxic, but my Rotom and my Incineroar are here to do a lot of swapping around. We want to do Parting Shot. Parting Shot the Hitmonchan, and we are going to trick the Aegislash. So. Hitmonchan may get a good solid fighting move off on the Incineroar here, but that's okay. We do have a berry. I think we can probably move it. I does actually switch out the Hitmonchan. Oh, I don't mind getting a Parting Shot on into Hitmonchan either. So we do now have the Aegislash locked into Toxic. Good. Get a nice Parting Shot on the Inteleon just to minimise how much damage it can do. Oh yeah, I think we're just gonna... Maybe not lock this in here. Do we expect the Inteleon to go max? Question. I think it will, and I think it will go after the Morphus. I am going to go on the offensive here. Also, would not be surprised to see this Aegislash swap out. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, my opponent doesn't want to play that game. Malphon. Who is Malphon? Malphon's a Hitmonchan. Malphon's not going to enjoy his max flying that it's about to take. I guess our opponent sees that as sacrificing a lesser target, essentially. I do get the Toxic off. I tell you what, if they can kindly trigger my weakness policy on my Moltres, I'm actually going to push my Moltres to leftovers off the Rotom if I can, and give some healing to counteract that. Good, quite take out the Hitmonchan here. put my scissor in. I want to be able to bump it with a red card if it takes out my scissor next turn. And also the scissor can't be toxic. So I think the Aegislash is going to have to swap out here. I'm expecting the fake out onto my scissor, which is fine. I'm just going to, let's get rid of that. He's going to have to swap out Aegislash. So I'm gonna max that slot. So a lot of things don't want to come in from that. I'm going to try and get a Swords Dance off, but I expect my scissors going to get faked out. Hopefully this is the Keldeo, that'd be nice. Excellent. Perfect. Yep, there's the fake out, so we get the Hitmonchan out of there. And it's goodbye Keldeo. Is the Hitmonchan coming in for another faker? Looks like it is. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to max Darkness the Cloister. We're actually going to swap the Sizzler out the Orbeetle. So the Rocky Helmet, if it gets faked out, it's going to chip that Hitmonchan down. I don't think my opponent saw my Orbeetle last time. We have a White Herb on the Cloister and a Salt Vest on the Hitmonchan. Okay. No fake out. Interesting. So the Cloister goes down. Cloister's special attack is so bad. Sorry, special defense is so bad that it just is a pushover for any special hit it takes. So we are getting worn down by this Toxic, but I actually don't mind that too much. I've done this in another battle before. To me, the Poison Moltres is just there to do as much damage as it can. It's not worth swapping out and losing all my speed boosts. I just need to do as much damage as I can with it until it dies from the Toxic. There's nothing I really need it for in the back of my opponent's team. Just going to go for a Fiery Wrath here, and I think this might be the game where we sack. We're going to go for an Iron Defense first, I think. Inteleon's not going to be hitting it on the physical side. We are getting the Max Inteleon, it looks like. That was a good chunk of damage to my opponent. They're going for their own max airstream. They've had enough of this outspeeding nonsense. And the Aegislash is going to fight. So what are they locking themselves into? They're locking themselves into Shadow Ball. So it is the two special attackers. You know what, that's okay, I actually don't mind that because the Orbeetle goes down, but my Moltres is still just fine. It's only got a couple more turns left from poison. But I actually don't mind that too much. I can't fake out. So I think we're going to... What do we want to do here against this Intellion? I think we do want the Rotom in. See if we can take this Intellion down. If they max guard, so be it. The Fiery Wrap will at least take out the Aegislash. You know the Aegislash is locked into Shadow Ball. Which isn't gonna... It'll do a chunk to the Rotom, but it won't do a huge chunk. Max Hail. Okay, that might actually take out my Moltres. It does. That should be going to protect them. You do get rid of the Intellion, which is nice. With a critical hit, that might have actually mattered. I'm gonna get my Incineroar back out on the field. And again, I need to remember to not swap the Incineroar in first so I can intimidate both my opponents. Oh well, we'll learn. I think it's done at a turn time. We have the Decidueye, who's probably feeling a lot better now that the Dark Flying type Galarian Moltres is no longer on the field. I'm going to go for the Fire Punch on the Decidueye here. I think it may actually outspeed us. And we are, because they're both Ghost types, we can't fake out, so we are just going to go for the Darkest Lariat. Shadow Sneak. Experience doesn't want too much. I mean, not too much on a done out of 10 is not saying much. You do actually live both hits, that's fantastic. You don't really care about a special defense drop, it's not going to stick around much longer anyway. You do get the one shot with the Sheer Force Black Ball boosted Fire Punch. So my down out of 10 can't go for Rock Slide flinches, just to be clear here, because the Rock Slide is losing its flinch chance in return for extra damage from the Sheer Force Black Ball combo. And we live the Hail on 1 HP. Totally calculated. So I think a fake out is pretty obvious. Unfortunately I don't have the Orbeetle to switch into anymore. So we are just going to drop the Scissor in here. So we can do a punch. Actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter. My opponent can only kill one of them. So he's going to kill with our Manatan, and we're going to get the Darkest Lariat off. So good game to Morgan. Happy to play you again in about an hour or so when I'll be back online. And next time, I promise I won't lead with the Incineroar or the Moltres. So my opponent has just messaged me and asked if it's okay if he pulls out all the stops. I'm interested to see what this means, but I told him to go for it.
think this may be a more interesting battle team, or a more tuned battle team to take on what I'm throwing at him. Sometimes theme teams are fantastic and it's a really great challenge to try and run through a Pokemon League with a theme team, and sometimes you just have to recognize that you can't win with the theme team that you have. So yeah, we're seeing some nasties here. We've got a Zeraora, a Zygarde, a Zamazenta, and a Keldeo on the team. Alright. You know what? I'm going to keep to my word. I am not going to leave the Moltres or the Incineroar here, even though I feel like I'd be fully justified in doing so. My opponent clearly doesn't want to... My opponent clearly wants the opportunity to go challenge other trainers. So we are going to lead Scizor Rotom, who can both turn out into the Moltres Incineroar if we need to. Keldeo, Cloister. This is not a great lead for us. We are going to try and Volt Switch the Cloister. And U-turn. I think we're just going to go after the Cloister here. We do not want to deal with a fully set up Shell Smash Cloister. I'd actually much rather deal with the Keldeo, to be perfectly honest. So Secret Sword does a chunk, that's a critical hit as well. But you know what, that's okay. This actually works out really well because I still get my Moltres Incineroar in effectively. In fact, I'm not going to go Moltres Incineroar, I'm going to go Moltres Orbeetle, I think. Okay, so that's a Choice Specs Keldeo, which means it is locked in through that Secret Sword. It's really nice to know. Because this sets up a really nice ally switch opportunity with my Orbeetle, who, as a bug fighting type, absolutely tanks that fighting move. So here's the Zygarde coming in. It's probably going to go for the 1,000 arrows. It won't be super effective, but just going to do a bit of a swapsy here. Get our bird nice and big. Actually, I wonder if the Zygarde has Rock Slide. I can't remember if it does it or not. I think it does. Hopefully this now is the Orbeetle tanking the hit from the Keldeo. Yep. And 1,000 arrows. Good-o. Get the Keldeo out of there. We are grounded now, so we can be hit by Earthquake, other ground type moves with our Moltres. I think we want to get an Iron Defense up now with our Orbeetle. What do we have in back? We have Incineroar, Monotone. Don't have anything really good to take out this Zygarde. So I think I'm gonna max Airstream the Zygarde. Yeah, the Behemoth Bash is gonna be nasty. May actually even take us out. 200 base power. Nope, just gonna put us into Berserk. I don't think this is going to be enough to take out the Zygarde from full health though. Not quite. But if the Zygarde for whatever reason hits my Orbeetle, and procs its Rocky Helmet, then it might actually just do the trick. Going for the Glare, okay, so it wants to slow down my Moltres. No, it wants to slow down my Orbeetle, very interesting. Maybe he expected another... Maybe he expected another... I can only imagine he expected another ally switch there. Why else would you go after the Orbeetle? It's not very fast. I'm getting the special defense stuff off on the Zenta. Moltres is going to go down here to the Behemoth Dash, but that's okay. Wolf will last turn at its max anyway. And we can now hopefully body press this Zenta. Nice big chunk of damage here. Yeah, this does a good chunk of damage. So I think we want the Manatan out. Don't know that the Manatan, it can't outspeed the Zamazenta, but the Zamazenta can only target one with that Behemoth Blade, and it is going to at least resist that hit. Here comes the Slowbro, who I think wanted to wait till the Moltres was gone before it came in. We're just going to body press. I'm not sure whether the sword power of body press will be more effective yet. I think we saw how much damage body press is. We will go for another body press. We don't really have anything good to hit that slow bro. So we might. Let's just get the Zamazenta out of here first. Deal with the slow bro later. There's Quick Claw. Probably going after the Manatan. Yep. Doesn't quite take it out. That does take it out though, but it does give the Zamazenta a defense drop. Which means my body press should hopefully be doing more damage now, and that should take out the Zamazenta. Yeah, shouldn't even get fully paralyzed, you don't. So good work Orbeetle on taking down my opponent's Zamazenta. Sentences I never thought I'd be saying a week ago. Alright, now we're going to get the Incineroar out here. With the Zero Aura, I've forgotten that he has Zero Aura, so this probably has Fake Out. We do at least get the attack drop. So I'm going to go for the body press on the Zero Aura. And I'm going to try and get the Fake Out off onto the Slowbro. We may just trade Fake Outs here. Zero Aura tends to be a physical attacker. The Orbeetle is now pretty bulky. And it's probably getting big too. Okay. one big kitty cat. You do get the fake out off on the Slowbro, which is nice. The Max Darkness coming in to murder my Ore Beetle. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, because I do have a nice bit of bulk up here. Getting this for their crops though, which is one of the really nice things about it. So I'm always pleased to see me doing more damage to them than they're doing to me. It's always nice to know. We are just going to keep body pressing, I think. I'm going to see if we can take out this Slowbro with our Darkest Fire. I don't think we can. I don't think our Incineroar is quite strong enough, but that's fine. Our opponents recognise I need a bit more oomph in their tank. And then I'm going to punch our Incineroar for an attack boost. That was a good chunk for the Slowbro. And here comes a Fire Blast. That will probably take that all over. The Ore Beetle is physically bulky, not especially bulky. Opponent still fires. No, these are his last two Pokemon, okay. So what can we lock into here? We can just lock into Hydro Pump. See if we can take down this Zeraora. So Slowbro gets its quick draw. Shell Sidearm is Erosion, I would assume. No, it's Incineroar, okay, that gives me my berry. Another Max Knuckle may actually be enough to take that out though. Now he goes to Max Lightning into the road and recognising correctly the road is the problem here. I really should have Darkest Lariat the Zeraora. Did I Darkest Lariat the Zeraora? I can't remember anymore. Okay, good. We have a Sizzle left. And I'm pretty confident on the Sizzle being able to take on the Galarian Slowbro. We do need the Sizzle to be able to hopefully take out this Zeraora with not very effective Bullet Punch. So we're going to give that a go. We are going to follow up with the Darkest Lariat just in case it doesn't. I don't know what that Sizzle, sorry, I don't know what that Galarian Slowbro can do with my Sizzle. Unless it has Fire Blast. It may have Fire Blast. Still get the Bullet Punch off here. And Fire Blast my Sizzle, then I can still KO it with the Darkest Lariat next turn. Shell Sidearm goes off. It's a crit. I get the U-turn. And that is enough. Alright, so unfortunately for Morgan, he pulled out the stops and it still hasn't quite been enough.